Paradox Rift is finally out this week, and Japan is on the same timeline as us, about a week ahead of time. So today they are showing off a Iron Hands EX deck, the most notorious, the card that's going to bring Doomsday to the game. Everyone is like, Iron Hands EX is too broken, we need to get rid of it already. So let's see what the hype is all about. Iron Hands EX has an attack. For the first attack, 3 energies, 160. The second attack, 4, and you do 120 and take an extra prize card if you knock out a Pokemon. Amp you very much. So this card is probably one of the most hyped cards coming out of the Paradox Rift expansion. So let's see if it actually lives up to the hype and how these players are playing it in their list. I think there's a multitude of ways to play Iron Hands EX, and in tomorrow's video, we're also going to react to their Lugia EX video, so check that out, or sorry, Lugia V-Star video with Iron Hands EX. So a lot of fun reactions coming up, and if you guys like this kind of content, by the way, please like and do subscribe. It just helps out the channel a ton. That's all you really got to do. We're going to see Gardevoir on the right, one of the most popular and one of the best decks in the format. Double VIP pass turn 1. This guy is cooking on all cylinders. We're going to see the attach and just chill. Yep. What an actually pretty insane start. We're going to see Miraidon as the partner of choice here for Iron Hands EX, choosing to rely on generators plus Flaffy. We're going to see them just grab the Iron Hands off the bat and a Squawk ability. First generator, only 1 energy. Okay, that's pretty realistic. I think 1 is completely normal. We're going to see the Beach Court come into play. We're going to see the Squawk and seize. The second generator, hitting 2 energies. Wait, did we miss an energy? Because if we got 2 there, and then we hit the attachment, we just amp you very much on turn 1 and take 2 prize cards. Like, that's crazy. Fleet-footed, Forest Seal Stone. DTE. Alright, you know, I stand corrected. That's a much easier way to do it, instead of committing 4 lightning energies. Oh my god, okay, this is a little bit crazy. We're going to see the amp you very much with the hands, taking 2 prize cards on this poor Ralts. Oh my lord. We're going to, like, you can't even Mirage Step now. That's like an impossible plan, because you're just going to give up 2 more prize cards. We're going to see the refinement. The Guardian player needs to Candy Guardy. There it is. That's the first step. And there's Niono. Ideally, I think we have to hit like Zacian or something here, even though it's like not great. Or attack here seems fine too. You just don't take a knockout, which is unfort. But the third generator, we just hit 2. We just built diff. You know how it is. There's the escape rope. There's the Raikou, fleet-footed. There's the retreat back into the Iron Hands. Attach the Raikou. I mean, the matchup seems really hard now because you've got this Iron Hands, which is barreling down your board. It's taken 4 prizes in 2 attacks. There's a Raikou with an energy on it, a Miraidon with 3 on it, and now if a Flaffy comes into play and a Raichu hits the board, which the Raichu is the easiest part to find because of Miraidon's tandem unit, the game is over. Like, nothing will survive this burst. What an incredible, like, power, like, amount of power. Like, this quickly, actually. We see the Jirachi being played in the Gardevoir deck. There's Candy Guardy. We're going to see a Rod putting back our support and attackers. Reversal here and an Iono. Yep. 2 cards. So we are putting Miraidon down to a low card hand size. We're going to see some acceleration. Moonlight Stadium. We don't have this card actually, by the way, in the US. I don't think it got printed in Paradox Rift. But what the Stadium says is discard a Psychic Energy from your hand, heal 30 from all your Pokemon. Effectively, it gave Gardevoir an insane edge against Lost Box over there in Japan. But we don't actually have this card, so it doesn't really matter to our scope in the Lost Box matchup. It's just like a significantly better Champions Festival, basically. We're going to see the knockout come through, take 2. We need 6 energies, or 5 energies, sorry. We're going to tandem unit for the Raichu. Arven for the Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball with 2 cards. If they just have the Lightning in hand as the last card after they Ultra Ball everything away, that would be some insane plot armor. Get the Flaffy. Flaffy hits the board. Retreat. Flaffy 1 to the Raikou. Okay. Bravery Charm to the Squawk ability. And 220. Okay, we're just playing a slow game. The last card in hand, or last 2 cards in hand, are not necessarily the best. I think getting Flaffy in play is definitely the correct situation here. Now this Gardevoir is effectively neutered. that your opponent has 2 Gardevoirs in play. You're just looking for a boss for game or an energy. I mean, okay, you're going to get your Miraidon knocked out, which is a little bit unfortunate, but you don't need all these energies anymore. So this is actually still a completely losable game. So I don't know if this speaks to the power of Guardy in general still, or the fact that Miraidon just has to play with low hand sizes like at some point in the game. Okay. 270. Hits through everything with Bravery Charm actually, which is like a good number. And he goes down. 1 draw to rule them all. Fleet-footed. Attach. Boss's orders. There it is. We're just built different. Miraidon is just a deck that has to last long enough to find your boss's orders. 200 damage from Raikou, and the game is over. The early game is playable. The Iron Hands. She's got the Iron Hands on. Card is really good. Let's see how the list is built. Miraidon Iron Hands here. We see Zeraora has a 1-prizer. Which I think is fine. But I think Pika is still pretty good because you want to have a Sealstone target, especially in this build. Opting to go with 2 Iron Hands, making it your first attacker in every matchup. I guess that's really good into stuff like Gardevoir, Lost Box, small decks. Like, you're really good into small decks with this guy as your first attacker because you're hitting for 100 damage. 100 damage should knock out pretty much everything in the game. That's a small attacker. And then if you're playing against something big, you can just play your normal game plan where like Raikou goes in, does a ton of damage. Only 1 Raichu is a little bit suspect, but Raichu plus Rod should be enough to kind of like chain that. But if Raichu is prized with no heavy ball in this list, it does feel a little bit bad, I think, to close out your end game. So maybe there's a world where like 1 Iron Hands is fine, but I guess this build is committing entirely to Iron Hands. There's 4 stadiums in this, which I don't really like. Like 2 Beach Court, 1 Path is probably fine. And you just play that Collapse is like another Pokemon or another search card, or just another supporter even, or second Bravery Charm even. Like, you're playing 3 Arven, you might as well play tools that like benefit off the fact that you can grab them off Arven, or a Choice Belt, or a Vitality Band. Just something that helps numbers, I think, is really good, especially with Iron Hands. If you're hitting like 110, maybe it could be a crucial number. I don't know yet. I haven't really played the format too much just yet. So that number could be something that comes up down the line. Did they show the other list as well? Nope, just the Iron Hands list. So that seems to be the video. That is the list. That's the first iteration. Miraidon Iron Hands. Miraidon did just win a regional championship, so there's a lot of validity to playing the deck. If you guys enjoy this kind of content, please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps out a ton for me. And that being said, I hope you guys are excited for some Paradox Rift content. Stay tuned all week. There will be at least 5 more videos this week for you guys to enjoy. So thank you so much. My name is Rahul. Welcome to the channel, and that's all from me.